Well, good afternoon, everybody. Kind of a impromptu live stream here in the afternoon. Um, Wanted to hop on and just kind of give my 2 cents. First of all, price action has just been ugly. I'm sitting here on the 5 on NQ, and it's going nowhere fast. I will tell you what I'm looking at a little bit. I actually favor higher still. I did end up taking a trade on ES and got stopped break even. It ran about 5 points in my favor on ES, and just didn't have the appetite to keep a bunch of risk on, or even a little bit, because I was sized down pretty drastically. But so I moved my stop to break even relatively quickly, and it came back down, tagged me, and then actually continued on down. So a little bit grateful that I did that. I still like higher. ES has left this London high up there. And here's the overarching thing, though, I think, that I'm kind of using. We haven't violated this opening for value gap on the 15. We have yet to violate it. It's just been a slow grind down into it. High resistance, lower. And it's basically, bouncing off that CE over and over and over again. We have not inversed a 15-minute all morning. And so I think this could be potentially a good opportunity on the inversion of this, to take it higher. And this is on ES, folks, because ES is the stronger pair at the moment. I really like these equal highs sitting up there at the 33s, 34s area. I think that could be a really compelling first TP, with second TP being AM high or London high. We're down a lot. I mean, this is a pretty big move on NQ at sitting about 3.3% or so. That doesn't happen very often. I do think there's some blow off opportunity here. And so again, I think we get a close above on ES. Depending on what the close looks like, I will probably attempt a small long. I'm sizing way down. Just given the volatility today. I mean, on NQ, we've been regularly observing 30 and 40 minute or 30 and 40.1 minute candles. So it's just something to keep in mind. But I just wanted to pop on here and kind of give you guys an idea of, well, first, a word of caution that it's probably not ideal to be trading at all today. And then secondly, just kind of what I was looking for. I think my bias is probably the opposite of a lot of folks, and rightly so on their part. I mean, we are bearish on every time frame above 1 hour, and even I think the 15 minutes technically bearish, yeah, but it's just chopping back and I mean, it's not doing a lot. Like I said, it's going nowhere fast. So but I do fancy potential for either a further retracement or a turnaround here, because we have to frame too. This was an event driven sell off. This wasn't anything structural necessarily. Now that event can turn structural if fears are realized, but for now it is still just an event driven sell off. So if we can get a strong close above this 15 minute, I may take a stab long in a pretty light position. So again, just wanted to update you guys. Hope you're either green or flat for the day and didn't get chopped up in this back and forth.
Order filled.
coming back with y'all. I ended up taking another trade long. Let me get my position up here. I took it early. Actually, here, let me go to the 1 minute. Get a little better idea. I'm in at 25.50. My stop originally was down down there at the 2025s. I'm shooting for 48. That's what I'd like to see. That is essentially AM high. That's what I'd like to see taken out. It was the reasoning for the long, excuse me, this 5 minute gap had continued to hold us down. We kept finishing on closing under it. And with this chop, I had a feeling that sentiment was going to be, if we closed over this, that we were going to go higher. And so I didn't even wait for the 5 minute close. I was pretty confident in that assessment. And so I just waited for a 1 minute close. Did wait for a little bit of a retracement to kind of come back down. If there's a gap like this, a lot of times I'll just take it the gap, this 1 minute gap that I'm showing right here, instead of the retest of the inversion. And so that's essentially what I did. My fill was about to tick higher, but so that's kind of what I was looking for. It's a pretty good run here. We technically are in a macro, the 220 Eastern macro. I don't use these. I call these minor macros. I don't use them a lot. Prefer the end of hour, beginning of hour macros, but this one sure is. We sure are running pretty good here. So hopefully we get up to that 48 level. That's what I'm looking for. That New York AM high. Really good trade so far. I mean, especially because the RR is, well, over 4. Those are my favorite. I am break even now, so the risk is off for me, and I feel pretty confident it'll go up there. But today's market's also been just, I don't have to tell y'all, it's been absolutely hectic and pretty crazy. So I could absolutely see a scenario where this turns right back around to stop me out. Hope this insight, if again by some miracle you've found this live stream, I hope this insight's been helpful. I try to provide the best analysis I can. You won't see me execute live on stream. I'm still exploring that. I have my reasons, won't go into them here, but I understand it's hard to trust a stranger on the internet and who says he's profitable and but not showing live executions. So I think you'll just have to kind of listen to my analysis, and this is of course for educational purposes only. So hopefully you'll just listen and learn a little bit through my analysis, and I can provide a little bit of value for you. All right, thanks everybody. I'm gonna stay on until this trade hits one way or the other, and see where it goes. well, not feeling terribly emboldened by this price action in the last 5 or 10 minutes. Here we are. This is where we're staying on the trade. Hopefully just coming back into this 5-minute gap to then continue to head off higher. I may adjust my limit up to that 51.75 area. I usually, like I said, I usually go a little bit short just to head off any tomfoolery. So I liked that a little bit better. That gets us close to 5-1, which is, of course, a really good risk reward. You can be wrong a lot on 5-1, so I may trail my stop at that New York AM high and just kind of see where it goes from there. But again, with the way price is today, I mean, if we hop over to NQ, with where price is today, it could absolutely keep on melting down and come and grab my stop where it's at break even. I mean, NQ took out this internal high, so it's kind of anybody's guess at this point, given today's price action. So just want to give y'all an update. Hopefully we get some volume come flooding back in and back to the upside. I got to think that this sell-off is getting a little long in the tooth, but as I mentioned, if it becomes more entrenched and more structural and less event, a one-off event, then we could absolutely go revisit New York lows, and then well, let's look. I would say a retap of this gap down here at the 876s would be the next one on the ES, or a gap fill at 59.17. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully there's enough oomph and enough buyers to keep pushing price a little bit higher. All right, thanks guys.
Order filled.
Well, that's me stopped break even, boys. So that is going to be all for today. Hope y'all found a little bit of value in the live stream. Maybe learned something if, again, by some miracle you found the stream at all. And plan on being back first thing in the morning, 9:30 Eastern. And y'all enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Bye.